Alright, hello there everyone, this is Kingdom bringing you another replay cast of Eflex Gaming's Dota 2 Arena Season 2. This is Slasherz versus Open Dota style, coming from Wednesday of Week 6, and I picked this game to cast because there's some very interesting picks in this game. As you can already see, there's a Storm Spirit, which is pretty unconventional. He used to be like really popular, like TI1, I think, but then he just really hasn't gotten a lot of attention lately. Because he doesn't. I guess it's because he's not incredibly strong in the laning phase, but he does have a pretty solid late game. He's a pretty capable ganker, very mobile hero, so it's a very cool hero, and I'm kind of happy to see him picked up. Nyx Luna picked up right off the bat by Open Dota style, so I'm gonna get to see some pretty cool Nyx support ganking as well as Luna doing some amazing. Luna's probably one of the strongest carries in the game. Got her glaives doing so much damage bouncing around team fights, and also a pretty good pushing hero, so she suits the current metagame pretty well. And we'll have to see if she's able to get farmed and get online quickly enough. Bounty Hunter also picked up. And the Dazzle, again, kind of unconventional support, but he's got a lot of utility. Grave, of course, one of the best spells in the game, keeping your teammates alive for 5 seconds. Quap picked up now by Open Dota style. It's going to be their solo mid. Back to talking about Dazzle. Shadow Weave is very strong in terms of armor and reducing damage from physical attacks, and also giving your team extra damage, so a lot of synergy there with the Bounty Hunter and with any right-click carry that Slasherz wants to pick up. And it's also going to mitigate the effect of the bouncing glaives by giving his team extra armor. See, Jakira's the next pick up here, so that's probably, I guess, looking like it's going to be a tri-lane, then Dazzle, Jakiro, and some right-click carry, Bounty off-lane, Storm Spirit on the mid lane, Quap on the enemy side. You're going to see a Nyx Luna Coddle tri-lane, Quap's mid lane, I guess, just waiting for them to pick up. I mean, they could run Nyx Assassin mid lane and pick another tri-lane hero. Don't know. It's going to depend on what. Visage. Okay, so. Alright, this is a hero again that we don't see very often. Very strong tri-lane hero, as well as a very strong mid-game hero. His familiars, of course, very reliable sons. Huskar. Wow, so we see some very unusual picks here coming into this match. So I'm excited. The Visage, the Storm, the Huskar, the Dazzle, all pretty non-standard picks here. So we're going to have to see what these guys decide they want to throw down here as they... I guess Huskar's going to tri-lane it up with the Jakiro, the Dazzle, get a bunch of farm. He can take some towers pretty early as well with Berserker's Blood. It's a pretty good pushing ability because it allows him to do a lot of damage after he tanks the tower for a bit. And I guess he's pretty strong in the tri-lane. He does damage, doesn't really have anything else. He doesn't need to do anything else because he's got a Dazzle and a Jakiro with him. He's got Dazzle to keep him alive. Pretty good synergy there. On the other side, you see Visage probably doing a lot of work while playing that. Alright, let's go ahead and introduce the players, the heroes. We see Loverboy on the Luna, Leprechaun Captain on the Nyx Assassin, Gups on the Queen of Pain, Baroya on this Visage, and Circabraxis on the Keeper of the Light. So we're probably going to see that tri-lane with the Visage, the Coddle, Quap, I guess, off lane. On the other side, we're going to see Crims on the Storm Spirit, headed up towards that mid lane. Dark Suo on the Huskar, headed towards the bot lane. Call Me Boss on the Dazzle. Ad Crusher on the Jakiro, so it's going to be the tri-lane. And Only Hope on the long lane Solo Bounty Hunter. Picking up a Ring of Protection first. It's going to give him a little defense against some right-click, probably going for an ROA, I guess. But a little bit of an odd item to pick. Typically you want that Stout Shield to keep the harassment from doing quite as much damage to you. At any rate, we're going to see what they decide to do here. Support's taking their time getting together, getting over into that jungle. They're not really in danger of... Ooh, looks like the Radiant wanted... I'm sorry, looks like Open Dota style want to take their tri-lane aggressive with the Visage slow and nuke. You already got a level into Soul Assumption, which is, of course, the nuke. The Luna nuke as well as the Illuminate. There's a lot of burst damage on this tri-lane as well as pretty good slow coming out of the Visage. Of course, that Grave Chill. A very strong slow. How much slow is it? It's like a 30%. Everything's getting warded up, warding off the pull camp. And so this should be a pretty successful tri-lane for the Dire. The Radiant tri-lane, although they've got a lot of staying alive power, don't have a lot of killing power. Jakiro, of course, a pretty defensive hero. Dazzle, fairly defensive as well. Huskar, of course, doesn't really have a lot of killing potential early on. Once he hits 6, of course, he has tons of killing potential. Granted, might see an early engagement here. No, doesn't look like anyone's going to engage. Looks like Darkseer's going to rotate back towards that lane, try and get himself some last hits here. Going ahead, we take a look, we see that Radiant already have a little bit of an advantage. They're starting out a little bit stronger. Comes in the mid lane, picking up a couple last hits here. So Leprechaun has yet to get himself on the board. Up the top lane, we see Quap versus Bounty Hunter. Quap ought to be able to do a pretty good job on this lane. I believe this Quap is a stand-in though, so possibly could have some issues with her not being able to handle anything. She should be getting pretty capable of getting a fair amount of farm as well as keeping the Bounty Hunter at bay. Not a really good matchup for the Bounty Hunter. Of course, the Invis has too long of a fade time to dodge Quap's poison, although Quap hasn't actually skilled any points of poison yet, so it's a little bit curious taking that scream. She's not really going to be able to use that scream against him this early into the game. See, Luna's actually starting to get a little bit better in terms of farm on the bottom lane, outlast hitting the Huskar right now. You see Darkseer throwing some harass down. Ice Path is going to miss narrowly, and with that, Darkseer is going to have to back off. Visage taking a good bit of damage there. Of course, he is a pretty tanky hero. Doesn't have any points into Gravekeeper's Cloak up yet, but once he gets that, he's going to be pretty hard to kill. Tri-lane definitely looks like it's favoring the Dire right now. They've got a massive last hit lead, as well as a pretty decent, a deny lead as well. Jakiro getting the denies off. Baroya coming around the side. Looks like the Dire might want to make a go of it. There's an Illuminate getting channeled. Actually not going to hit any heroes. Just a creep. No big deal, right? There's a freeze going down onto the Luna. Not going to have any follow-up for it, though. Dazzle just fighting it out with the Visage and probably not having the best time with it. You're going to see some damage getting dropped down. Here comes Keeper of the Light. He can channel and Illuminate if these guys want to fight. Doesn't look like a fight's going to go off. There's a freeze up on the Coddle, but no one left to follow it up. On the top lane, looks like Bounty Hunter is having a really good time. He's getting just as much farm up as the Quap. Quap not really able to keep him down. Still doesn't have any points into this poison, so I really think she should be getting poison points. It's a really good item. It's a good spell for laning against melee heroes. In mid lane, we do see that Leprechaun's kind of making a comeback, not farming quite as well as the Storm Spirit still, but getting a couple denies, has a little bit of a level advantage right now. It looks like, no, not quite, not even a level advantage. There's a stun drop down, as well as some damage. Not going to take any damage himself, so as a result, not going to be able to use that stun. There goes a pull backwards afterwards, and some damage. Remnant not dropping any damage. Bottom lane, huge dive. Looks like they're going for Darksuo. They're not going to get him though. Grave going to be used on him. Looks like First Blood will go to Darksuo, getting the kill on that Luna. Going to take some damage from the Coddle. Visage going to pick off that Huskar at the end, so Visage going to get a lot of experience as well as a little bit of gold. Up the Courier, maybe get some boots too. Don't see any boots. No, not quite enough to get the boots yet. Starting going to TP, and Huskar, of course, does get that First Blood. Now he's got his boots up. Looks like he's going for that quick earn. Going to go aggressively straight in, throw some flame, knocking back these Dire supports as far as possible. Here comes a little bit more aggression from the Radiant. They're actually almost diving this. Dire gets their Courier killed. I don't know where that happened. It doesn't show me. On the top lane, it looks like Quap still no points into poison, has a bottle on the stash. Unfortunately, won't get to her. Probably died. Courier was dead, but wasn't on the Courier. Alright, we're going to see. Leprechaun still doing not quite as well as the Storm Spirit, using that mana burn to really hinder Storm's ability to spam any kinds of spells. Even if Storm gets his ultimate, he's not going to have the mana to do much of anything. Got 800 gold up. I have to see what he goes for first. Just sitting on 4 branches and a bottle. I'm guessing probably some treads, and then maybe an orchid or bloodstones. Either of those items are pretty typical Storm items, and get the BKB up after whichever one of those he decides to rush. Any more aggression on the bottom lane? Let's take a look. See if we get... Coddle gonna go ahead, channel the blast, deal some damage to the creep wave. Heroes managed to dodge it. Ice Path thrown down. Baroya is low, unfortunately. There's the dual breath as well. Looks like Baroya will probably go down there. He's tanky, but is he that tanky? No, he's not. Dark Sewer will get the kill here. Here comes an Illuminate, though. Dark Sewer could be in trouble. No, he's going to get graved. Goes straight back in, deals some damage. 5 HP. No, he falls to the creeps. Dazzle doesn't have the mana to cast a heal and save his life. There goes a shot up against Circubraxis. Coddle taking some damage from the Ice Path as well. Just Jakiro continuing to maintain lane control. Slow as well as here comes a Coddle Blast. Jakiro's low. Soul Assumption not going to do enough damage. Looks like Dazzle going to have to walk all the way back to base. Does have Boots of Speed as well as Obi Mask up. I'm sorry, Sage's Mask. Keep calling it the Dota 1 name. First World Huskar problems. Doesn't have enough has too much HP to last hit. And he's now 1 versus 3, so with the rest of those Radiant teammates gone, this could actually go pretty badly for Huskar. They might dive him. No, they're not. They're going to have to back off. Creep Wave has thinned out, and damage is going to start being applied. And other than top lane, Quap has not gotten a kill off against Bounty Hunter. In fact, it's still level 5. Bounty is up to level 7, having how many denies? 6 denies. Quap only 17 last hit. Actually, Quap is farming worse than this Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter going to circle around, wait for his Invis to be on cooldown. Going to go in, deal a little bit of damage, go right back to Invis. Still no points into poison, taking ultimate at level 6. So I guess without the poison, there's the scream. Can we get a scream? No, TP. Why was the blink? Why blink? We'll get the kill though. We'll get the kill off with the scream. I don't know why she blinked there. That was a little weird. Maybe misclicked. I don't know. Got some bottle to get her mana back up. Got a kill now, so she might be able to do a little bit more effective. Looks like Dark Sewer is going to fall again here on the bottom lane. Keep the light getting that last hit there. The rest of the Radiant team want to come in and do some damage, but they're got in a lot of trouble. Coddle's going to pick off. I'm sorry, Visage is going to pick off the Jakiro. Coddle Blast as well as Soul Assumption doing a lot of burst damage, and now it's Loverboy up to level 5. Baroya up to level 5 as well. All of these, we take a look at the levels here on this tri-lane. We do see that although Huskar is a high level, the Radiant supports are really suffering, don't have those levels, and here comes Dark Sewer coming back in again. Has his ultimate, probably wants to go in. No, he's going to have to back off, doesn't have the support from his team. Needs Jakiro there. Luna Nuke going to bring him down pretty low, but that's okay. Huskar wants to be low. Coddle Blast going to get channeled. Looks like, yeah, that's going to hit absolutely everybody. Dazzle's sitting pretty low now. Getting some extra points up. Here comes Huskar jumping right in on the Coddle. Gonna get the kill there. Grave up, keeping him alive on the wrong target though. Grave probably should have been on the Dazzle. Bounty Hunter comes in, picking up the kill on the Luna. Looks like Baroya will probably get the kill onto Call Me Boss. Can he get it? Juking around, trying to get into position, cannot do it. Huskar gets that kill. 3 for nil. Excellent rotation from the Bounty Hunter. Here comes an invisible Nyx Assassin though. He could find someone really low and juicy. Oh, misses the stun, doesn't get the ultimate damage off, and now he's just going to feed. Throws his stun out, not going to be enough damage. Huskar gets a kill, killing spree up onto the Huskar now, and this is exactly what you don't want to happen to a Huskar. Huskar probably just going to go ahead and salve up unless he wants to go in. He's sitting low. Oh, Soul Assumption not going to do any damage, but Luna Nuke gonna be enough to pick off that Huskar. Huskar, of course, very vulnerable to burst damage. There's a lot of burst damage coming from this dire side, so a little bit scary for him. Ad Crusher out of mana. If they can get into position to get a Soul Assumption, no, they can't. Will not be able to pick him off. Looks like Baroya is still getting a lot of levels. Doesn't have the boots yet. Quap sitting back by her tower. Doesn't have the mana. Bottle crowing it up, I guess. Yeah. Using the courier to bottle crow. Get herself some more mana. I guess she's just going to continue pushing this bottom lane. Doesn't feel the need to gank at the moment. Doesn't really have the farm she needs to gank effectively. Possibly waiting to get mana boots up. Or maybe some power treads, whichever one she feels like picking up here. Storm Spirit still in the mid lane, continuing to farm. Looks like he's going to go for the Bloodstone first. 700 mana up on him. Leprechaun coming in invisible. This could be problems for the Storm Spirit. Can we get right-click in? There's follow-up stun as well. Mana drain. Yeah, that's going to be a kill for Leprechaun. He picks himself up some Storm Spirit candy. That's also going to slow down slow down the farm, prevent him from getting big in the mid-game. Problem right now is going to be this Huskar who's going to jump in, gets a track kill with compliments from the bounty hunter. Light will finish off that bounty hunter though, but Huskar with the Grave diving the tower, backing off now. As Grave runs out, 2-for-1 trade. Getting that pick off on that Luna, very important, holding her back. She doesn't even have her treads. Okay, she does have treads in her stash, picking those up now. Coddle Blast getting channeled, going to deal a lot of damage. Huskar, of course, is perfectly okay with this. He's low health is where he's his happiest. Going to go ahead and salve up, get some HP. If he finds this Coddle could be in a lot of trouble. Coddle channeling. There goes the Coddle Blast. They know he's there. Possibly looks like Jakiro might fall. No, instead Darksu's going to come forward, but Darksu's about to get blasted. Luna, only level 6, doesn't have... Okay, her ultimate is on cooldown. That's going to prevent him from doing any damage off. Where's the Grave? Grave. Can we get a Grave onto that Huskar? No, we can. It's a little late. And here comes Baroya. Here comes the Quap. Quap, no mana, though. Gonna have mana boots up in a second, though, to get her a little bit of extra mana. Got some dust as well. Throw down some poison. That looks like it's going to definitely be a kill onto the Dazzle. Scream, no. There's the Grave. Can he get away with this? Doesn't look like he'll be able to. One last hit. You're going to fall to the Visage. Visage getting that kill. Queen of Pain backing off as well. Here comes some familiars. Baroya level 6 now. Able to do a lot more work in these team fights. Unfortunately, Luna very low HP. She's going to have to back off. No heals on the Dire to keep her alive. She's going to have to back off. Mid lane, Stormsphere continuing to farm up. He's got 500 gold now. Got a wand up for himself. Let's see if he can make any... He really needs to make something happen. Really has not been doing anything this game. Oh, he's actually going to get burst down by this Nyx Assassin. Nyx doing just so much work preventing the Storm from really doing any work. Storm, of course, has a very difficult time against Nyx Assassin. That mana burn just makes his life so difficult. Crim's going to come back into this mid lane here. I don't think there's any vision on the Dire. They don't see the Storm Spirit here. Might decide to make it go on the Quap once Bounty Hunter comes back down. Get a track up on the Quap. She won't be able to get out. Here comes... Looks like, yeah, they're going to do it. There's the track. There's the pull, track, damage. Quap, a little bit of health left. Storm jumping in. Looks like she'll be able to get the kill. Quap drops off the Scream. It's not going to be enough damage. These guys are just going to back out just fine. Bottle gets canceled, but no big deal there. Storm's going to TP out. Getting himself a kill. Getting himself on the board. Then assist. Looks like Baroya wants to go in aggressively onto this Dazzle. Dazzle getting low from the Familiars. Grave going to keep him alive now. Those Familiars end up feeding to the Huskar. Visage doesn't have them for another 100 seconds, so he's a little bit weaker now. He's going to get stunned up. Low health Jakiro being pretty brave. Huskar wants to come in, doesn't have the ult for another 2 seconds. He should get it. He's got the track movement speed bonus as well. He's going to jump in, but here comes the Leprechaun. Tons of damage. Stun. Can we get a stun? No mana for the stun. He's going to have to back off. Luna comes in as well. There's the nuke, but Storm's here. Also gets the pull off on the Luna. Luna will fall. Huskar double kill, killing spree. Here comes a Coddle Blast. Not able to pick anything off. Coddle's going to have to back off. All 5 Radiant heroes on the bottom lane. We've yet to see any teams push any towers, so looks like this game will be continuing for a little while at least. Looks like Huskar very close to his armlet, which I believe is his item of choice, as well as an urn coming up next after that. I think since it appears he's kind of going for a carry sort of Huskar, might not need the urn. So a little bit of too of an early game item, slowing down his... Maybe he was just picking up those gauntlets to help his laning phase, give him a little bit of extra tankiness. At any rate, he's going to go through the jungle probably, try to get some farm over here. Huskar's ultimate doesn't cost a mana. I didn't know that. There you go. Looks like he wants to go in on the Coddle. No, not going to get in. Coddle backs off a little bit too quickly here. Mid lane, Leprechaun doesn't have the mana. I'm just going to farm it up, possibly building up that Dagon. Top lane looks like they want to make it go here. We've got Bounty Hunter sitting invisible. We see the Storm Spirit here as well. Baroya with a double damage room, so this could be a bad idea. 4 stacks of Grave Chill as well. He's pretty tanky. There's some Familiars popping up as well. Those are now off cooldown. You're going to have to see. Bounty Hunter wants to go, and he's going to go ahead and drop some damage on the Quap. Take a little bit of a Scream, but not too much damage. Able to back off, go back invisible in the near future here. Bounty Hunter does have an urn up, so he will be able to heal himself up pretty quickly. Getting a drums also, so a lot of early mid-game items on this Radiant team. Huskar gets another kill on Luna on the bottom lane, trialing there. Luna trying to farm, unable to find the space to do so. Maybe she should go up to the top lane. Looks like push potentially going top lane. Bounty Hunter and Storm Spirit able to keep it back for now. Coddle Blast gonna do some damage possibly. No, it's just gonna not even clear out any creeps. Looks like Quap's chilling here, trying to get some farm up. Tracked, bursted down. Here comes the pull. Plenty of burst damage. Quap is gonna fall. Jakiro stun as well. Here comes a Coddle Blast. That could do some damage. Not gonna pick anybody off. Is gonna at least slow down this push a little bit. Force some people back. Of course, they do have the earn charges to keep themselves nice and healthy. Bottom tower goes down to the Radiant on the bottom lane. Of course, Huskar has all kinds of damage to do with his armlet, as well as a bunch of stacks of Berserker's Blood up. Well, that, of course, has been maxed first. 3 points into the heal to keep himself alive. Looks like he's going for a Helm of the Dominator now. Has that. Top lane, we're going to see some engagement. Looks like Jakiro will be the one going down potentially. Ice Path going to stun himself as well. He's getting pretty low. Luna's going to get the last hit there. She's tracked up. She does, however, have herself a kill. 3, 6, and 6. So, not the worst. Does have some kills. Unfortunately, she's died 6 times. Doesn't really have any farm up at the moment. Needs to get a BKB and a Helm of the Dominator up so that she can maybe farm some Ancients, get some Ancient stacking going on, catch up in terms of farm. Bounty Hunter rotating off towards the mid lane where it looks like Huskar's just going to solo push a tower, tanking it up, using the armlet as well as tanking tower aggro just to make sure he gets plenty of damage from Berserker's Blood stacks to bring this tower down. Going to get it for himself. He's got 1200 gold now, so looks probably going to go for BKB next. That would be my vote for best next item. It's gonna kind of depend on what he wants to do. Whatever he feels best at the moment. He's gonna go pretty aggressively forward. He's got a Grave behind him as well as the rest of his team. Oh, they could run into this Luna in the jungle maybe if they can get over and find her. There's no ward spotting her out. Yeah, there is a ward actually spotting them coming up into the jungle. Luna's gonna back off. She's gonna hide up in the jungle. She is tracked. They know exactly where she is. Maybe wanting to dive the tower here. Baroya is there as well with the familiars. They're going to back off into the jungle, possibly be alright. 5 Radiant heroes up on the top lane, though. They could dive this pretty easily. Track going down against the Visage, so they know where everybody is. It's a dive coming. Here's Jakiro going pretty aggressively. Coddle also getting in position with that level. Maxed Coddle Blast. Queen of Pain does get a tower on the bottom lane. Here comes Leprechaun coming in, gets some burst damage off on the Huskar. He's going to fall immediately. That's a lot of damage down. Here comes the Storm Spirit into the background. Huskar buys back. Luna ultimate goes off, but she gets picked off pretty quickly. She does kill the Storm Spirit first. Jakiro does pick her off, though. Jakiro backing off. Looks like the Dire are getting a little bit of a better hand. Here comes Huskar back in, jumps right in onto Leprechaun, doing some damage. Stunned up, though. Will he be able to get that last hit off? No, gets stunned up, not able to get that last hit. Coddle damage coming through. Double kill for him. Teamfight definitely going very strongly the way of the Dire. Quap comes in. Visage will pick off the Huskar. Looks like Quap will finish off the Dazzle at the same time. Team wipe for the Dire. Losing only the Luna. Unfortunately, that's exactly who you don't want to lose. But this will at least mean a tower and some much needed experience for these Dire heroes, as well as the Quap, as well as the Nyx Assassin. So definitely some very, very good team fight for them. Nyx just going to earn himself back up. These guys might go ahead and try and push that 2-2 over. No, everyone's going to get back up, I think. Huskar, having bought back, just lost a lot of gold, unfortunately for him. He's getting... That's a big loss for him. I'm going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait a much longer time to see what item he decides to go for. TPs go to the top lane to defend this tower. Looks like it's going to be Jakiro. Coddle Blast gets channeled. Stun goes down. Of course, that is going to... Still, Coddle Blast goes off, only doing 150 damage instead of 500. Not too bad. Here comes the Huskar. I'm going to go ahead and get some farm going back. Not quite, missing a couple last hits, but it's no big deal. He's got that lifesteal now, so he's able to tank Ancients. He's able to tank Roshan pretty effectively also, so we could see a Rosh attempt. On the mid line, we're going to see a engagement between Luna and the Storm Spirit. Storm going to get a slow off, going to have to back off as the rest of the Dire team's coming in. He's going to get stunned up, mana drain. Storm going to fall a little bit too aggressive on his part. Bounty Hunter tries to come in and help out, not able to. He's going to go up the hill, find himself a Coddle, maybe. He's right underneath the ward, though. Whole rest of the Dire team there, he's like, nope, not going in. That's not happening. He's going to go ahead, back off. Looks like Quap going ahead, roaming, finding herself a regeneration rune. Looks like she's going for that early Aghanim Scepter. She's fairly close. 65 last hits up on her. Not too bad. Not too bad. Expect her to be a little bit more farmed after solo laning against a Bounty Hunter, but she's been doing a fairly good job. 2, 2, and 4. I mean, it's not amazing Quap play, but it's also not terrible Quap play. Has been in the team fights that she needs to. Also took a tower bottom lane. You see the Radiant rotating up towards the top lane. Looks like they want to get a push off here. Storm Spirit coming back up pretty soon. Dark Suo doing some damage, pushing as well, getting the farm up also at the same time. Up to 700 gold, 61 last hits on him. We look at last hits, we do see that it is actually the Quap leading the game in last hits. Luna, unfortunately, just really not having a good time, trying to find some space to farm. Hasn't been able to. She's in the mid lane now. Bounty Hunter has track up on her. Doesn't have the ult. Actually, she does have the ult in, but she's not going to pop it. One of the time to use it. Bounty Hunter will pick off the Luna. Luna unable to get away. Luna just really not having a good time. Jakiro going to pick off the top tower at the same time. So Radiant continuing to get an advantage. We see here that they've actually Dire has an experience advantage right now, but the gold is pretty decidedly 3,000, getting close to 4,000. Yeah, 4,000 gold lead for the Radiant, and they're going to continue pushing here. With Luna dead, no Luna ultimate up, they can continue pushing this top tower. Huskar, of course, full health on him, 13 and 7. Plenty of HP, plenty of life up on him. Leprechaun trying to get into position. Here comes a Coddle Blast getting channeled. That could deal some pretty serious damage. You're going to get Bounty is going to get picked off immediately. We hear this Grave Chill as well as Soul Assumption. Nyx going invisible, trying to find someone to pick off. There's the Dazzle ultimate, keeping everybody's armor high. Nyx being pretty aggressive. He's looking for an opening, but no, he's going to get seen. Comes into range. Unfortunately, the stun's going to go the other way. Huskar will get a kill there. Quap getting low. She's going to back off. She'll be alright. Jakiro's going to fall here to the Visage. Looks like the next one's going to be Coddle. Huskar picking up that one as well. Double kill. 2 for 2 so far. Storm jumps in onto Baroya. Baroya trying to do as much damage as he can before he dies. I don't think he'll be able to make it out. Summons new familiars. Tries to get some stuns off. Not able to. Here comes Luna with a big ultimate. Unfortunately, not going to catch quite as much as she wanted to. Now it's the Storm Spirit low. Out of mana. But so is Luna. Luna actually going to fall to the Huskar. Huskar just dominating these team fights. Here comes the familiar going to revive. Just feed to the Huskar. Huskar 3,000 gold now. See him go either for, I think, BKB or Heart. Getting close to having enough mana. I'm sorry, gold just to pick up the BKB or his Reaver, whichever he wants to get. Lep TPing in. He's invisible. Looking to go onto the Huskar. Trying to do as much damage. Doesn't really have... Storm doesn't have the mana to do anything about it. Will he be able to get a kill? There's the damage. There's the stun. Unfortunately, Mana Burn not going to do anything. There's the slow. Nyx will get the kill onto the Huskar, but here comes a Bounty Hunter coming back the other way. Track up onto the Nyx Assassin. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to make it out. Doesn't have his stun up. He is going to get a 2-man stun. Trying to back up here. Here comes Baroya with the slow. Looks like Bounty Hunter is going to get burst down. Next on line is the Storm Spirit trying to jump into the trees. Isn't going to be able to. He's going to back away. Can he get out? He's going to try and TP. Can we get any sort of stun? There's the Luna Blast. She'll get the last hit. Storm Spirit goes down. 3 kills on a little bit of an overextension from the Dire. And that might be enough for the Dire to get back into this match. I'm going to go ahead and speed through this pause. As Dirks too. I think possibly restarting his Dota. It might have been getting some lag. I think he's a Brazilian player. Alright, go ahead and resume. And get rid of... Alright, we're going to go ahead. You can continue to see Luna trying to get some farm up. She's got a Helm of the Dominator up now. Looks like she's going for a BKB next, up to level 11 now. So, catching up a little bit on the level front. Still behind in terms of net worth. As you can see, Huskar is on the top of that. And then Queen of Pain is actually on the top of the Dire in that regard. Bounty Hunter next, and then the Nyx Assassin. Luna is catching up, though, ahead of the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit also really not having a good time. 1 and 4 on him. Does look like he's getting a little closer to that Bloodstone. It is pretty slow at this point, 20 minutes into the game. Storm not having the impact he would have liked to. Of course, Nyx Assassin is a pretty rough counter to the Storm Spirit. That mana drain does a lot of work against him. Here we come into the mid lane. Leprechaun trying to get a push going on. Queen of Pain bursting down the creep wave. We're going to see Coddle Blast as well used for that purpose. Here comes a Glyph. Looks like the Radiant want to defend this. There's an Ice Path going down. Doesn't any heroes. Catches the creep waves. Dark Sewer wants to come forward. He's just going to end up farming the creep wave. Dire back off. Unable to go in. That was a little... I guess that was probably a misclick on Circubax's fault. Looks like he wanted to drop that. There's the... Oh, Huskar jumps right in onto the Nyx Assassin. Nyx looking pretty low. He's going to actually fall to the Bounty Hunter. Here comes the Stormseer jumping in. Dark Sealer low, but he's graved. That's probably going to be enough to keep him alive. No, he is going to fall. Looks like, oh, Ice Path onto 2. Double kill for the Bounty Hunter. Looks like Quant may be the next to fall. She's getting low, blinking out. Baroya using the Soul Assumption, trying to burst down the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter a little bit too tanky. Ice Path is going to miss. Baroya doing a lot of work here. 8 kills up on him already. He's doing a lot of damage here. Quant looking to go more up into the high ground. Stormseer backing off. Looks like he does not have a haster, and he's just got track bonus move speed, as both Quap and Baroya are tracked. Looks like the push will continue as 3 are dead for the Dire. See Bounty Hunter coming back into the background, looking for someone to come a little bit out of position, looking to get that burst damage off. He does have a lot of burst damage. Going to track up the Visage again. Visage gets stunned up. Dual Breath as well. Are we going to see? No, not going to go in. Looks like here comes the Nyx Assassin, as well as the rest of the Dire team are alive. This might be an overextension. Here comes the Quat back in. She does not have her ultimate. Does have the Ag Stick. Not level 16, so doesn't have that very short cooldown yet. Storm trying to get out. Looks like it might be Jakiro who takes the fall. Stun as well as the shot from the Nyx Assassin. Grave is going to keep him alive for a bit. Don't know about how long. There's a stun. Can Jakiro make it out? Shot from the Luna. No, there's fog. Yeah, there we go. Will end up falling. Stormseer jumps back. Push may come the other way. Here comes a Coddle Blast, knocking out the Creep Wave and a pause. Guide speed through the pause. Wait. Okay. And they're going to go ahead and start up again. Having some miscommunication. Don't know whether we're ready to go or not, so we'll have to wait for that. So Push is going to go the other way. Jakiro's down. Looks like oh man, missed the Coddle Blast. They're going to see 5 up on the Dire, and it looks like all of them are in pretty good shape. Quap now still in level 15, doesn't quite have that level 16 ult for that short cooldown yet, waiting for that to cool down. Huskar trying to push people back. There's a Grave Chill slowing him down. Coddle Blast going to miss by just a little bit. Luna Blast as well. This looks like, yeah, the Huskar will get brought down. Grave was on cooldown, unfortunately. Here comes more push from the Dire with Huskar dead. Huskar, do you have buyback, bro? No, he doesn't. Has a Crystalist, so plenty of damage. Unfortunately, doesn't have a BKB to keep himself alive. I think that BKB will be a pretty important pickup for him as soon as he decides to go for it. Bounty Hunter Push is going to try to be blocked by the Radiant, trying to hold this Dire squad back. Leprechaun, of course, has his ultimate up, so there's burst damage coming from that. Here comes a Coddle Blast, going to hit everyone. Everyone getting pretty low here. Ice Path going to miss as well. Looking for some very good Sentry Ward placement by the Dire team, making sure that they always have vision of that Bounty Hunter. Of course, vision goes the other way as well. Here comes is that a Familiar? Yeah, Familiar coming forward, trying to get some angling for some positioning while Huskar is still dead. Unfortunately, Dire doesn't look like they're going to be able to really push this out. Coddle Blast probably going to hit a bunch of people. Yeah, that's going to hit a lot. Leprechaun comes forward and gets this mana drain off. Bounty Hunter tries to get some right-clicking done on Leprechaun. He's going to get stunned up. Would have gotten stunned up. Luna taking some damage. She's up to level 12 now. Has the Yasha as well as the Helm of the Dominator. Looks like it's going to be Jakiro burst down. Here comes the Huskar jumping in. Burst damage. Oh man, the Grave coming up on Huskar. He's going to go to town with that low HP. Looks like he will fall as soon as it's over. No, the heal coming up. He's going to fall to a Coddle Blast in the end. 2 for 2 trades so far. Storm Spirit buying back. Luna dead. Nyx Assassin dead. Coddle being very aggressive. You're in the wrong spot there, buddy. He's going to get pulled back. Might get bursted down. No, he's healed up. Has the mechanism. He is going to fall as Huskar buys back. Comes back into the middle. Quap going to fall down as well to the Storm Spirit. There's 4 dead. Huskar just with the kills. 21 and 11 on him. Just so many kills. I mean, he's got a lot of deaths too, but he's got twice as many kills as deaths, so it's going to work out. Looks like he's going to go ahead and build himself a Hood of Defiance just to slow down that magical burst damage. I mean, you could just go for BKB, bro. I guess that's not really what he's thinking. With all these Dire heroes dead, it looks like the Radiant are going to try to push out a bit. No, they're going to go into the Roche Pit. With all that damage from the Huskar, they're probably going to be able to drop it pretty darn quickly. Going to go ahead and give Huskar some extra armor with the Dazzle ult. It, of course, does have a very low cooldown, only 40 seconds at level, whatever level it is. I think it's all levels, actually. Yeah, 40-second cooldown. Huskar going to heal himself up. He has, of course, got plenty of damage. This Roche should fall. Go down pretty quickly. We'll see. Huskar is going to pick up an Aegis here. Gonna go ahead and bring himself a Hood of Defiance as well. Keep himself alive during these team fights. Going to take a look at items really briefly here. Checking out this Luna's farm. She's up to 1,300 gold. Looks like she may be going for... You could go for a BKB. Could also go for a finish off her Manta style. Either one would be a good item choice. On her, we do see a Ghanem again up on the quad. But she's level 16 now, so she has that very short cooldown on her ultimate. So just drums and Urn up on the Nyx Assassin. Mech up on the Coddle. Bro, it looks like he's going for that Ag Scepter. Go ahead and take a look at him. He's got 2,200 gold, so he's actually pretty close to it. Farming pretty well. 10 kills up on that Visage, so he's actually having a pretty good game, definitely. Looks like Storm Spirit is slowly approaching that Bloodstone. He's got it, actually. He's just going to go ahead and farm up a little bit more gold before he disassembles his Arc Boots and picks up his Perseverance. So he may be looking to get the bots at the same time. Farm up another 2,000 gold for that. So have to see. The Bloodstone is going to help him out a bit and give him some mana regen as well as some HP regen. And as long as he stays close to the Huskar, he'll get plenty of Bloodstone charges. So Dire going to go ahead, come down the mid lane. Of course, Coddle's tracked. This is Luna tracked up here. It's wearing off a little bit slowly. Top lane we do see Quap continue to get a little bit of farm, pushing the lane out. She'll rotate back towards the mid lane now, see if we can. Storm has an invisibility rune. He's invisible, even though it doesn't show so on my minimap. He's got a double damage rune as well. I don't think that's supposed to happen, but whatever, I guess we'll go with it. That means Leprechaun could be in a little bit of trouble. He could get bursted down pretty darn quickly. He's going to go invisible, looking to get a little bit of advantage. We're going to come back up to the Ancients here. A 5-man Dota coming from this Radiant team. Looks like they're probably going to... Yep, they're going to smoke up. Here they go. They're going to go for a gank here. Leprechaun not going to... Could possibly see them. Might scout them out. Don't know. Bounty Hunter rolling the other way. He, of course, has his own invisibility. So not worried of getting his smoke popped. The rest of the Dire team are in the mid lane, getting scouted out by the creep wave. Here comes the Radiant team. This is going to be a huge engagement, probably. Track is thrown on the Coddle. Looks like the Dire are backing off. Nyx looking for people, not really able to find anyone. He's going to TP back to base as the Radiant are getting ready to push in. This Bounty Hunter looking pretty fine. He's got a Sage up as well as a BKB and a Drums. So I guess wants a little bit more of possibly going for Heaven's Halberd to counteract the Luna's right click, possibly going for possibly also going for Sage and Yasha. I mean, give him some extra move speed. Never a bad item, really. Got a Sentry Ward catching out seeing this Bounty Hunter. Here comes Nyx Assassin coming forward. He's invis. He's looking for somebody. Will he be able to find anyone is the question. There's a Storm Spirit. Does he want to go in is the question. He does want to go in. This could be a little bit disastrous, though. He's going to go ahead and deal some damage, going invisible, getting slowed down, taking a bunch of damage. He will... Yeah, it looks like he will go down here. Whole Radiant team converges on him. Not the best idea on his part going in there. Of course, the Jakiro was bottom. Other than that, the whole Radiant team was there. Wasn't even able to pick off the Storm Spirit. Was able to sap his mana a little bit. Has Storm finished his Bloodstone? No, he has not. Just sitting on the gold. Doesn't need it. Why would you get a Bloodstone? You don't need Bloodstone. Who needs Bloodstone? I don't need Bloodstone. Kala going to charge some blast up. Not going to really hit anything. Just a little preemptive there on his part. We will see Jakiro solo pushing this tier through to tower on the bottom lane. And Crusher doing whatever damage he can, slowing people down. Here comes Queen of Pain. Quap might be able to get a kill here. Is level 17. No, she's not going to try and go for the kill. Just going to do some damage. Radiant team is rotating into position to kind of jump on her. If she steps a little too far out of line, that could be problematic. Coddle Blast channel, not going to hit anybody again. Looks like they're going to go... Radiant are going to rotate to this bottom lane. Try to take out this tier 2 tower here. It's going to fall. We've got about 2 minutes left on that Aegis on Dark Suo, so probably want to be aggressive before that Aegis gets popped. Hood up onto Dark Suo. He's now not afraid. Gonna tank some mad... Doesn't tank the Coddle Blast. Sidesteps it. Knew it was coming. There's a track down. Does Dark Suo go in? He does. He jumps right into the whole enemy team. Doesn't care. Gets Grave, but he's just going to keep right-clicking. There's one kill. He's going to get stunned up. Looks like he will fall here. Getting very low. Is he going to be able to go down? No, he's so low. Got 3 kills first. He will end up... Looks like he will fall here. No. Not enough damage. Just too tanky. Killing everyone. Picking off the Nyx Assassin as well. Triple kill, Bounty Hunter on the killing spree now. There's the team wipe for you. He's actually going to fall to the tower. Doesn't matter. He's got an Aegis. Comes right back up. Go ahead and right-click down this tower here. Structures are going to get fortified, but everyone's dead for 20 seconds. Do we have buyback? None of the Dire heroes have buyback, so this will definitely be a Rax. Huskar needs to lose some health so that he can deal more damage to these towers, man. Like I said, first world Huskar problems, too much health. Whole Radiant team alive. 5 for nil trade. Well, I guess they did pop the Aegis. Huskar up to 5,000 gold. Probably going to pick up possibly his Dazzle, possibly a heart. Possibly finish a Satanic as well. He's got plenty of options open to him. I'm going to go ahead and rotate towards the mid lane, see if they can take a second Rax. Here comes Baroya, possibly looking to get a little bit of a defense going here. The track goes down onto the Luna, so that she won't be able to sneak up on anybody. Not that that was ever really what she was thinking. Yeah, she does have getting a little bit closer to a mana style, so really not able to get her farm this game. Looks like the second Rax will fall. Here comes a Coddle Blast, as well as the Nyx Assassin coming forward, looking to pick somebody off on the run here. Gonna probably go onto this Jakiro Leprechaun, looking to get a right click off. They might turn around though. Oh man, Huskar's gonna get burst down. There goes a mega kill streak. Visage killing the Jakiro as well. Storm jumping away. Got a grave up on him. Dazzle might be next. Does have the track bonus movement speed to help him get out. Bounty Hunter in the background looking to pick off a kill on an unsuspecting hero here. Gonna come in on the Nyx Assassin maybe. Nyx of course can just pop his spikes and really prevent Bounty Hunter from doing any damage. There's a track as well. Nyx is just going to spike. No, he's the Ghost Scepter. He's just going to turn right back around, take away all of the... No? What happened there? I don't know what happened. Oh, recall on the Coddle. Coddle goes ahead and recalls him back up to the top lane. I was like, what happened? He disappeared. It was like sound illusion. He was using spells. Kingdom was a little confused there. No big deal. Take a look at item. Gold graph as you expect. 20,000 in the Radiant, 10,000 on the Radiant. A little dip back towards the Dire after that successful rejoinder there after the push, but Dire still with pretty good advantage here. Dazzle coming into the secret shop, probably going to get a sheep stick for himself, or at least most of it. Could also go. Yeah, it looks like he will go for that sheep stick. He also had the option of going for getting a Hyperstone, getting an AC, a little bit more minus armor to work with his Huskar, but Huskar probably doesn't need it. Huskar now has his Satanic up, so he's going to be much more survivable. I'm just going to have to keep him getting stunned, really. Probably going to wait. He's going to allow Grave to keep him alive, and then as soon as the Grave duration is over, pop his Satanic, get himself pretty much back up to full health, and then keep going from there. It looks like they're looking to find someone. Quap in a little bit of a bad spot here. She could walk into the entire Dire team. She's trying to farm it up, possibly going for that sheep stick, but she's going to walk right uphill into this Huskar. Huskar's like candy. Let's go. Going to jump in, blink up, but is there follow-up? No, Bounty Hunter's too busy. He's up on the top lane doing some damage, killing off the Keeper of the Light. Quap trying to blink out, survive the Huskar's onslaught. Here comes Huskar back in. Bounty Hunter goes in solo, but got Huskar behind him. Here come the stuns from the familiars. Luna ultimate gonna pick off the Bounty Hunter. No, one last hit. No, Bounty Hunter just doesn't fall. Luna gonna fall to the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit backing off with a little bit of health. Huskar is alive still. Has his Satanic charge as well. He is gonna take some damage from this Nyx Assassin. Nyx draining his mana, preventing him from using the heal. Darkseid is just gonna be like, whatever, bro. I'll just come get my HP back from the jungle creeps. Only hope. Coddle, you could have mech. Unfortunately, he didn't. He died. It's tragic, man. Didn't mech. Mech could have saved his life, man. Mech is good. Smoking bad, mech is good. Smoking kills, mech saves. So clearly mech is the messiah. At any rate, we're going to see some... Well, on the subject of smoke kills, we're going to see a smoke-in attempt for this ranged Rax, I guess. They're just going to smoke up the hill. Going to find themselves a Keeper of the Light. There's the Ice Path, gonna miss. The rest of the Dire are going to come in. Huskar just going to start right-clicking onto that Rax. Instead, looks like the fight's going to come here. Quap ultimate going to hit a lot. Nyx Assassin stunning up as well. Quap going to get a pick off here. Luna picking off the Jakiro. Looks like Leprechaun's low. He's falling, getting low. Ghost Scepter keeping him alive for now. Here comes Darksuo doing a bunch of right-click damage, right-clicking down on the familiar, trying to right-click the Luna, but Luna backing off. Quap in the middle, trying to do some damage. She's going to get jumped by Darksuo. Darksuo getting the kill. Darksuo is graved. He needs to just go, but he's stunned up, unfortunately, not able to stand and right-click because he's stunned too much of the time. He's going to get burst damage. Is he going to stay alive? Pop your Satanic, bro. No, he's going to fall. Gets a kill on the next assassin. First buyback. Visage gets a double kill, killing spree, finishing off the Dazzle. Now it looks like the Dire are backing off again. Quap ultimate. Oh, this Bounty Hunter so low. Try to TP out. Quap blinks forward, trying to find him. Doesn't find him. Bounty Hunter gonna make it out alive. Cuddle Blast gonna miss, no big deal. Broya gonna stay up here. He's got an Aghanim Scepter up. Pretty farmed. Visage 13 and 6 on him. Nyx Assassin doing alright, 4 and 7. Looking at items, we do see Dazzle does have most of that sheep stick. Yeah, he does have it. He's just got to go pick it up as soon as he respawns. We see, looks like Darksuo going for the pipe. Bounty Hunter did go for that halberd. Looks like he's going for an AC next. We see bots as well as a blood. He doesn't have the bloodstone up yet on the Storm Spirit. He can finish it up as soon as he wants to. He just hasn't done it yet. I'm not sure why. I mean, there's nothing else you use There's really nothing else you would get a soul booster for except for that bloodstone. At any rate, you see drums up on drums as well as most of that sheep stick up on the Dazzle. Jakiro with the mech as well as a plate mail. So plenty of armor for him. On the Dire side, we see Leprechaun's got that Ghost Scepter up. That's been pretty helpful in team fights for him. We see Manta finally finished on this Luna as well. She's still got the HOTD. Probably, I think BKB is her next item. Or maybe even if she could just pick up a raw Talisman of Evasion, it's gonna keep Huskar from bursting her down so quickly. Quap doesn't have any item progression past that Aghanim. She's going for a BKB. Kyle has the mech, and Baroya now has a Vit booster, just looking to boost his HP and his tankiness. It looks like he's pretty darn tanky, 1700 HP. So there's plenty of Grave Chill stacks, plenty of magic resistance on him, as well as plenty of bonus armor. So he's pretty freaking tank. Got that extra familiar from his Ag Stick, always a pretty good thing. Looks like the Radiant want to smoke up here. They've got it on the courier. Here it comes, smoke, and they're going to go ahead and go up to the top lane where Leprechaun is sitting. Is there a gem on anyone on the Radiant? I didn't see a gem. Nope, no gems. Leprechaun's like, I'm going to go in. No, never mind, I'm not. I'm actually just going to die. He did right-click somebody. He's going to try to TP out. Is he going to make it? No, he's not. Too much burst damage. Quap will be able to make her own way out, though. With that, we're going to see Luna attempting to solo Roshan. If she can take this, it's going to be some good gold for her team, as well as some experience for herself. Fortunately, not quite able to tank it. She's going to go back to fighting Ancients, possibly. Not quite that buff. 40 minutes into the game. Looks like Bounty Hunter has pretty much finished up his AC. He's going to go ahead, clear out this cream camp, have enough gold, send that to himself once the courier gets back to base. This is a pretty good item, AC. It's good. It's got take some farming. Storm Spirit actually doesn't. I guess he just doesn't want to finish the Bloodstone. He's sitting on a soul booster. Doesn't need it. Just going ahead and picking up the Sheepstick instead. Dazzle also Sheepstick finished on him. So plenty of items, plenty of lockdown for the Dire. They're gonna go ahead and take out this last choo-choo tower. Roll into the base for mega creeps. Nyx will be up to try to defend, but I don't know if they're going to be able to be successful. Radiant, of course, are just steamrolling at this point. Tons of gold, tons of experience, tons of items. See Coddle Blast getting channeled, going to slow down the push a little bit. Question is how much. Here comes Nyx Assassin, going to stun up the Bounty Hunter. Going to try to do as much burst damage to this Huskar as possible, but he's just going to get graved. Gonna immediately go in onto the Luna. Luna surviving. Can she make it out? It's so low. When Huskar will get bursted down, but Jakiro will finish off the Luna. That's a carry for a carry. And honestly, the Huskar's a little bit scarier. I to give that victory so far to the Dire. Charging up the Coddle Blast. Visage gonna pick off the Jakiro. Bounty Hunter running away. There's no vision to pick him off. So 1 for 2 trade. No tower falls. Unable to pick off. Oh man. Visage is low. Here comes Roy. He's going to sit still. He's going to get a little low. No, here comes Dazzle. Dazzle trying to stay alive. Coddle getting sheeped up. chased down. Bounty Hunter coming in as well, looking to deal some more damage, finish off this Coddle. Dazzle, of course, gonna use that poison touch, gonna slow down. Here comes the stun. No track. One last little bit of damage is gonna pick off the Coddle. Unfortunately, Queen of Pain blinks in with a massive ult, picking off 2. She's now got most, I guess that's going to be BKB, and she's got most of it. Oh, she has it. Just needs to put it together in the shot. Probably wants to save for buyback as well, though. Dire, the Radiant creeps pushing in, trying to defend is the Dire, but I mean, it's hard to push against 2 lanes of racks taken out. Luna now does have that Talisman of Evasion I was talking about. It is going to reduce the amount of damage that she was taking. BKB up on the Quap now. See if Luna can go ahead, get herself if she can get herself a butterfly, maybe she'll be able to take a team fight and push out, but all of the tier 2 towers are still up for the Radiant, so even if the Dire win a team fight and start pushing, they're not going to be able to take a double Rax, only 1 Rax, and then maybe go straight for the throne if people are dead long enough. I'm going to take a look at net worth now. We see that the Huskar bounty and the Storm are just on top of everything. Storm, why you no finish Bloodstone, bro? Up on the top lane, Jakiro's a little bit out of position. He's going to get picked off by the Nyx Assassin. Just flies back, no big deal. He probably has tons of gold. Rage buyback. Bounty Hunter still respawning. Hasn't respawned since that last fight. He is level 22, and it's 45 minutes into the game, so of course you've got plenty of respawn time to think about being over-aggressive at this point. You don't live and learn. I mean, that doesn't happen. Who lives and learns? Luna trying to get a BKB. If she can maybe get that, I'm sorry, if she can maybe get this butterfly up, I really think maybe the Dire will be able to take a team fight. Meantime, looks like Huskar going to roll into the Roche Pit, has that pipe, probably going to try and finish up the Daedalus next, see if he can go ahead and deal a little bit more damage, critting for 500 now. Of course, as he continues to lose health, those crits are going to increase in damage. See, getting bigger. So see if he gets up to 600, 560, 470, that was a little lower. Oh, that was Bounty Hunter, never mind. Huskar picks up an Aegis, he's got 3,700 gold as well. Rolling up into the mid lane, looks like they may just want to end right now. Jakiro coming forward, he's going to throw down an Ice Path, missing the Nyx Assassin barely. Dual Breath going down, now it looks like Jakiro's going to get stunned up. Nyx is going to try and back off here, Coddle Blast going to get channeled for a brief little second. Huskar comes up. They're coming into the base. They just want to go for the throne, probably. Kill 1 or 2 people and then just focus the throne. No, they're going to rotate up to the top lane. Creeps are in the base, so there's no backdoor protection. This tower doesn't have very long for life. Storm's going to jump in, pull in the Nyx Assassin. There's a Sheep Stick as well. Looks like Nyx is going to get burst down. Luna ultimate goes, but Luna's going to fall. Here comes a big Quap ultimate. Huskar kept alive by the Grave Chill. Can he survive long enough to kill enough people? 2 people dead already. Storm jumping forward, out of mana, gonna get stunned up by the Mana Leak. Mana Leak, of course, an excellent spell against that Storm Spirit as well. Huskar falls, he's gonna come back alive. Now, it looks like with 2 people dead, they're just gonna go finish off this Rax, get the Mega Creeps, and call GG if they can manage it. In the meantime, looks like this throne is getting a little low. Don't try to be a hero, Sir Caraxus, just save the throne. Here comes the Mega Creeps. Huskar right-clicking away onto the Rax. Taking up some magic damage, no big deal. You gotta save your throne, guys, it's getting low. Look at the creeps, No, GG, it's done. There goes the throne, that's everything, that's all she wrote. Slasherz taking the victory. Thanks for watching, guys. Eflux, I actually don't think I updated my overlay during that, so whatever. Probably said the wrong match. At any rate, that was Eflux Gaming Dota 2 Arena. Thanks for watching, guys. You can check them out at efluxgaming.com. You should follow and subscribe to me if you liked this video. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Kingdom signing out.